Hey there, farmers and agripreneurs. Sit tight as we take you on a fascinating journey through the world of modern agricultural machinery on Smart Tech. This trimmer is not just a helper, but a brain on wheels. Via Isobus, it's linked with the tractor like a pilot to a control tower. Everything is under control: cutting length, speed, height. The vineyard receives a personalized trim with surgical precision. Almonds and apples don't even have time to fall. This harvester finds, picks, gathers, and stacks them, already dreaming of new orchards in Spain. 2 days in a row, it didn't tire for a moment. Hydraulics, pickup system, conveyor. Everything works like an orchestra under Frumaco's baton. When this giant enters the field, hazelnuts start to tremble. It's the largest and most versatile harvester in the world. AMB Rousset has built a monster that shakes, collects, sorts, and loads all at once, leaving no nut behind. One tool is good, but two is better. Afron's equipment rolls out with two extendable booms and tidies up both sides at once. In a single pass, it straightens the hedge with inch-level accuracy. Want symmetry? You've got it. No extra turns or hassle. Have you seen how cotton is harvested in Brazil? A multi-row giant rolls through the field like a parade tank, sucking in fluffy white balls, and leaves perfectly cleaned rows behind. Power, might, precision. Like a combine painting with a brush. Who said a tractor can't be a beast? This Fiat Agri became an 8-wheeled monster with hydraulics to lay irrigation pipes between plants without breaking a single sprout. Looks like someone crossed a transformer with an agricultural engineer. They call it the box eater, and it earns the nickname. 22 containers of harvest, all in one trip. No panic, no fuss. Frumaco built the perfect heavyweight, like a van on steroids. Fast loading, secure fixing, gliding across the field like Swiss wheels. Spinach is a delicate crop, but this machine handles it like you would handle porcelain. It gently cuts, gathers into trays, and delivers product ready for packaging. And all this while you control the process with a single joystick. Now forget herbicides. American farmers literally burn weeds. A system with pinpoint flame delivery heats up to 2 million BTUs and destroys the cell structures of unwanted vegetation in seconds without touching the crops. Before you is a legend of the sky, now also a farming assistant. It takes off from the airfield in 5 points to irrigate fields with surgical precision. It once rescued the wounded in a jungle. Now it saves crops from heat. 1 engine, 2 propellers, and a ton of professionalism on board. Love tea? Then see how it's harvested. This Japanese machine with a Kubota diesel engine on board seems made for morning dew. It gently and precisely collects the first, juiciest batch of tea leaves. 3 cylinders, water cooling, and productivity farmers once only dreamed of. At IFAPA in Seville, they unveiled something that could revolutionize the citrus industry: mechanical harvesting on super-intensive plantations. The machine hugs the hedgerow, shakes the trees, and gently collects the fruit. No hands needed, just tech that knows the difference between an orange and a leaf. When you need to transplant a tree not as a seedling, but already fully grown, Damcon Tech steps in. A huge rounded shovel embraces the tree with its roots, digs it up undamaged, and relocates it, like a gentle giant replanting a living thing. Before you is DeWolf equipment, and it's a true carrot monster. A 2-row harvester finds, pulls, and gently collects carrots as if it had built-in eyes and surgeon's fingers. It rolls through the field like a tracked tank, undeterred by bumps or turns. A single-row machine grabs green onions and neatly lays them on a conveyor, where 2 people on the platform barely keep up filling the boxes. Everything's smooth, no overload. You watch and realize, when the machine works, people don't get tired, and not a single onion feather is lost. This other Damcon model doesn't plant trees. It precisely measures distances, depth, and vertical alignment of planting. The conical press lever lays the root into the hole, compresses the soil, and in seconds, the seedling stands firm. No shovel, no fuss. The stevia harvester bursts into the field like a DJ at a festival. In front, a rotating drum that shreds the plants to the beat of raw power. All the sweet biomass flies into the hopper without loss, perfectly in rhythm, without stops or hiccups. This Flemish wonder planter is like a gastronomic lab in the field. Bulbs are sorted, counted, planted with mathematical precision while a tractor driver sips coffee. Everything is automated, from loading to braking, with a dual screen monitoring the process. Look closer and you'll see the magic. 3 belts feed the bulb. A roller presses it into the soil at the exact depth, all in fractions of a second, precisely without error. Every machine movement is calculated like dance choreography. Forget knives, baskets, and backbreaking labor. The Verbruggen automatic machine cuts, collects, and stacks each head of lettuce as you were growing it for a royal banquet. All you need to do is make sure the containers don't overflow. Carrots no longer need to be pulled by hand. Just let the Verbruggen warm up and it'll pull, clean, and stack the root vegetables faster than you can say vitamin A. You don't take part in the harvest, you conduct it. You've probably seen a lot of farm equipment, but this one is like a razor among machetes. Compact, mobile, and at the back, a spinning disc with blades like a turbocharged circular saw. The machine from Krishna Netrang slices banana trunks in a flash, grinding them into chips on the spot. In Germany, sunflowers are harvested like a superhero movie. The 16-row Olimac Drago Gold, paired with Class Lexion, races across the field, slicing heads, separating grain, and discarding waste in seconds. Up to 18 tons per hour. You won't even have time to blink. Did you know how almonds are really harvested? Not by hand. A special machine grabs the tree with a retractable platform and, with one powerful shake, makes it drop all its nuts. Dust, speed, impact, like an action film. But it's a real harvest. When a slope seems too steep for machinery, in comes the CH Engineering Grape Harvester. Just look at how this machine glides across the incline while harvesting. No skidding or panic here. Just precision, balance, and work-driven excitement. The Deep Field Robot by Bosch isn't an agronomist, but a cyber farmer. It identifies weeds from crops and acts with pinpoint accuracy. No chemicals, no mistakes. It irrigates, fertilizes, weeds, all with a camera, AI, and algorithms, so that every leaf feels cared for with intelligence. Tubeline is a true ninja in the field. The bale is grabbed, wrapped, laid down, all on the go, while the tractor races after the baler. An automatic film cutting and pickup system, dual grip and side tipping. It's not just wrapping, it's a show of speed, precision, and efficiency. This load doesn't just scatter hay, it lays it down like a designer placing carpets in a luxury suite. Evenly, gently, right along the bed. The hay delivery system by MH works like a typewriter, without skewing, without glitches, turning any area into a cozy mulched haven. This Apple machine knows how to turn orchards into a conveyor belt. The X16 picks fruit like an intelligent vacuum, gently, quickly, and without unnecessary fuss. AMB Rousset created a machine for those who value every apple, whether for cider, pie, or export. You can't imagine how fast raspberries can be harvested. The full-row Oscar by Jagoda pulls bushes into rows of gentle shakers, shakes off the berries onto a conveyor, and sorts them into a bin. This machine can cover up to 1.5 acres per hour without damaging bushes or losing yield. When your rows are overgrown like a jungle, the top hedger by Afron comes in handy. This mounted unit with rotating blades neatly trims the plants at the edges, like giving them a barber-style haircut. The result? A tidy orchard, clear paths, and full control over the greenery. Look closer. That very platform unfolds like a giant mechanical hand, gently collecting everything the tree generously gives. A perfectly designed structure catches every nut, without losing a gram. Harvesting becomes much faster and with minimal waste. When pistachio harvest begins, the most spectacular moment is the shake. The tree releases a golden rain of nuts. The machine works with jeweler-like precision. No bark damage, not a single nut lost. The result? Full bins, ready for drying and sorting. Want to know how peat is harvested on an industrial scale? Look at Mary Peat, a peat cutter that turns a swamp into a warehouse of ready material. Everything is precise. The blade cuts the soil, slices, forms. One pass, and you've got piles of organic fuel ready for drying and packing. In Corsica, they like solving big problems, so they use the Massano RSC. This infusier buries everything needed: organics, residues, fertilizers. With power reliability, it's simply ideal for tough conditions and rocky soil. When it comes to growing lettuce, everything must be perfect, starting with the soil. That's where Massano equipment comes in. A soil preparation unit that readies beds like for an exhibition. It works deep, smooth, and with heart. Ever seen a harvest picked like a conveyor belt right from the field? Look from above. The drone shows the magic in detail. Workers cut the fruit, and Proveyor gently moves it onto the platform, saving miles of walking and hours of time. The perfect symbiosis of human and machine. These wheels are not just hoses, but orchestra players in a floral waterfall. Furbo delivers moisture to the bulbs precisely, losing neither a drop nor an inch. Smart control systems, adjustable pressure and spray length. The whole irrigation process becomes a finely tuned drip waltz. A Green Alley Architect, a universal crown master. This tractor-powered pruner works right on the streets. It straightens, shapes, trims so that the trees become sculptures. It approaches each tree with respect but firmness, not a single stray branch. The Cavalli & Cavalli stone roller is like a steamroller over chaos. It crushes, compacts, and buries stones, turning a field into a flat canvas ready for sowing. A powerful rotor in an oil bath works tirelessly in dust and rock, asking only for fuel and respect. Table grape pruning with Klima is like ballet with a pruner. Dozens of moves at once, millimeter-level precision, and perfect vine form. The machine not only speeds up the process many times over, but does it with such grace that manual pruning starts to look a bit odd. When you need to go between trees instead of mowing them down, you choose this gliding virtuoso from Toscano. It dances between rows, loosens the soil, mixes in organics, and doesn't touch a single bark. Surgeon-like precision, plow-like effect. Want to feed 30 calves in a few minutes and not sweat it? The Patura Milk Express system does it for you. It delivers up to 500 liters at once through tubes, right into the nipples. The built-in 4-stroke engine not only heats and mixes the milk, but also cleans the entire system after feeding. South Korea will surprise you, not just with tech in the city, but also in the swamp. A planter that walks over soggy soil like it's asphalt. No slipping, everything precisely in line, like on graph paper. Planting in a swamp? No problem. Want to know how to irrigate cotton without losing your mind? Watch how the smart siphon system works. Replacing manual siphons, setup takes a bit, but then everything runs on schedule. An automated water flow fills the furrows by itself. When the rounded Damcon shovel gently bites into the soil, it's like a surgical procedure. The tree root is excavated with jeweler-like precision and immediately relocated to a spot without the slightest stress. One machine and one operator, tree transplantation becomes a controlled dance of steel and soil. While the vineyard still slumbers in the morning quiet, this pruner storms through the rows like a hairdresser with attitude, fast, precise, with an eye for a perfect harvest. It cuts mercilessly but wisely. First the tops, then the sides, and the whole vineyard looks like it just left a stylist salon in Charente. Plant machines are like Switzerland in the world of mechanization, precision, process cleanliness, and no compromises. Their equipment operates by the principle: minimal manual labor, maximum automation, so you grow more, faster, and better, without headaches and with pride. This telescopic vibrator shakes nuts with such precision, it's like negotiating with each tree individually. The VHT hydraulics from AMB don't just shake, they extract the harvest gently, powerfully, and strictly along the axis, without damaging branches. Imagine a tank driving through a potato field. Only instead of tracks, it has caring tentacles, and each tuber is picked up as gently as a baby. The 4-row Quattro by DeWolf doesn't drive, it hovers over the beds, sifting the soil and perfectly extracting the harvest. Want to feel the earth yield to your movement? The Challenge Plow by Kell cuts into the ground with such power and precision that all you need to do is drive straight and enjoy the perfect tilling. The Grasshopper soft vibration system gently shakes off blueberries, placing them into chilled hoppers. In the field, it can process up to 2 hectares per day, with a swath of about 4 feet. Not a single berry escapes. Need fast corn processing? Just toss in the cobs and watch as the massive thresher devours, grinds, and neatly sorts everything on its own. The key is to feed the cobs on time. The machine will handle the rest. Don't believe that foam can fight weeds? Well, you should. The Italian development Chiomone has passed testing and hit the market. It covers weed roots with thick foam, like an agronomic dessert. No chemicals, just pressure, temperature, and brilliant physics. ELHO V-Twin isn't just a rake, it's a smart assistant in the field. The front system gathers forage into perfect windrows, lets it dry properly, then syncs with any rear baler. More feed for the animals, fewer laps around the field for you. Smart, precise, robotic. The Iseki Sane plants rice in 8 rows with such meticulousness, it might have been programmed by samurai. Electronics control the process, rows are ruler straight, and the result is a stable harvest with minimal effort. Garlic is a finicky fellow. Try pulling it out gently. But the Japanese are ahead again. A compact harvester with precise mechanics handles the job with ease. One pass, the bed's empty, the crate's full, and your back is fine. Not a machine, a lifesaver for farmers who work with brains, not just hands. Thank you for watching Smart Tech. We try to make good content for you. Every day we work for you. Video editor, screenwriter, designer, and content manager. We'll see you in the next video.